Hello and welcome, I'm your host KB and you're watching a retrospective quick hit. Mr Bogus is a fairly forgotten kids TV series which ran from 1991 until 1993. The show was the second series produced by the relatively unknown Zodiac Entertainment, whose best known property was Widget the World Watcher, which I've covered in a previous video. Mr Bogus, the show's namesake, is our main protagonist. He's a quirky little gremlin-like creature with no real known origin. The show makes reference to another dimension known as Bogus Land, so maybe he comes from a race of bogus people, but who knows. The show was loosely based off of short clips from a French claymation series titled Bogus. The little yellow guy lives in the walls of his friend Tommy's family home. During his misadventures, he often finds himself in trouble with appliances and other items around the home. He is often joined by the even smaller Brattis or Bratty, as they join Tommy on his trips into the big wide world, where he encounters other threats like insects and animals in various environments. Bogus is a goofy, bumbling, lovable character who is brought to life in all his gibberish-speaking glory by the talented Cam Clark.
Bogus chill out hard way.
The show features other talented voice actors such as Pat Fraley and Jim Cummings. There is no real antagonist for the series, as the show's storylines are more situational in nature. Mr Bogus does have a few run-ins with a couple of crooks named Jake and Butch, who appear in a few episodes looking to make a dishonest buck. There's also the nasty dust bunnies that he calls the Dirt Dudes.
Hey, dirt dudes! Hey, bye-bye!
The show is a mix of traditional cell animation and claymation, which was a different format for the time, and is something that helped the show stick in my memory as it stood out to me as a kid, much like the show Bump in the Night did. Other than the claymation, the show is really nothing special, which is why I feel the show is mostly forgotten today. This series is probably one of the more obscure series that I've covered, and trust me, I love obscure properties, and until very recently, there was very little material available about the show online. Even still, less than a third of the show's episodes are available to watch. There are no DVD releases as you'd expect, and the VHS tapes are near impossible to find.
Start today, tomorrow, bogus.
Considering how seemingly forgotten Mr Bogus is today, the show did run for a surprising 3 seasons, with 42 episodes being produced. Once again, thanks very much for watching this episode. Please do me a favor and go and like our Facebook page, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Retrospective Quick Hit.